We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Thunder and the Hurricanes. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. David Austin gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
Stepping up now, Brian Cannon. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The second baseman, Brian Cannon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And he will make the catch here on the edge of the warning track as he was just able to get back there and put it away for the first out.
Adrian Esparza.
Now at the plate, Adrian Esparza. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Too high, and it's 3-0. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Striding in, Scott Franchise, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage, too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Ball back outside.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
The 1-2.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs as that's out number 2. So digging in now, Mike Hayes. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First offering on its way. Esparza is off at first with 2 away. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Oh, great job to make a play on that ball, but he's unable to turn it into an out, and the inning will continue.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
plate now, Michael Lopez. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Antoine Fong will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right, and if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here comes the first pitch.
0-1, no strike.
Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, everyone always looks at the schedule, and these cross-country trips can be a bear. I always looked at him with a smile on my face. 5 hours into playing with the boys, playing some cards, really coming together. I feel like that's where the chemistry...
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. But he can't get it as it's off the wall. Leach blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
Marcus Rogers as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Stepping in, Brad Jones, trying to make it a 2-0 ball game by bringing home that runner from third. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. And it's quickly 0-2. Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, Dero, they're off to a nice 2-0 lead right here. And I think it's time to keep the pressure on and try to add on.
Yeah, this guy's a quality pitcher, and you know at any moment he gets into a rhythm, he can rattle off some donuts up there. So this is a nice job by the offense, but not done yet.
Stepping in now, Turner King. They'll enter play here with an average just over 250. A dozen home runs and an even 40 RBIs. And he fouls this one off. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Nope, that's
too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And low and inside with a fastball as he's got a hot-footed out of there.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Stepping into the box, Chaz Kale, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he'll be tagged out at second base, trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. At the plate, Tiny Ryan. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here comes the first pitch. Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Worthing.
Into the box now. Saul Worthing. Swing and a liner. And that's going to find its way into left. Back-to-back knocks have him going here to start the second.
Nothing fires me up more than watching a hitter take what a pitcher gives him. Pitches away, batter's able to keep his hands inside, not try and do too much, and just force feed a single.
Stepping into the box, Andrew Arellano, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Arellano is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. It's a base hit into center field. And he will get in there with their first run. It's a 2-1 game now.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, Bueller, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
So now to the plate, Antoine Fong, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Comes set and the 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Long run for the right fielder. He can't get there as it falls in.
Pitcher got a little cute there. Fishing bite, and this guy knows how to swing the stick. A knock on a curveball. Nice piece of it.
Standing in now, Brian Cannon, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A 1 pitch on its way. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And to score from third is the tying run. It's now a 2-2 ball game. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Adrian Esparza, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. In the air, down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner. And the go-ahead run will score on the sacrifice fly, as this is now a 3-2 ball game.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 0-1 delivery. Down and away, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Leading off the inning, Chaz Hale, and they'll need him to get something going here. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting seventh, the pitcher, David King.
Digging in, David King. First offering on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Fong has a reputation, or a knack, if you will, for working himself out of tough situations. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And it's gone. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as it's now a 3-all ball game.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
The third baseman.
To the plate now, Buford Slugger. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Batting average down in the low 210s. 11 home runs and 33 driven in. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Now at the plate, David Austin. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. The 1-0. Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. The 1-1. Now a bunt attempt here. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knots things up. We've played 2. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Hayes. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. Here's the first pitch to him. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. Hayes is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
The 1-1 is in off the plate. To 2-2 now.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The first baseman, number 8, Michael Lopez.
Digging in now, Michael Lopez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And now pitch on the way. And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard now with 1 away.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Tiny.
Digging in to try it again, Tiny Ryan. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Soft liner to the right side, and he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble.
Now back, the center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Stepping up to the plate, Saul Worthing. From the belt, the pitch.
At the ball.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Runner on first, 2 away, all tied at 3 apiece. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Grounded softly to the right. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Digging in, Andrew Arellano. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 2 men are on with 2 men out. When he finds his spot there, 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Fouled off. Here's the 1-2. Line toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
In now, Antoine Fong, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. He's set. The 0-1.
Nope. Ball 1.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
I
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
The set and the 2-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Standing in, Brian Cannon, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Set and the pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Ready with the 0-1. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well-executed changeup, if he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
Here's the 0-2. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. 0-2. Here it is. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We play 2.5. The Thunder are out in front here, 4-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Austin Leach. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1. Count even at 2-2. And another foul ball. Lifted the other way to left center. Arellano arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Kevin Nagy. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
0-1.
One out, nobody on. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate now, Marcus Rogers. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Rogers, a California-born ball player. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
No, that's bad.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Fouled away. The 1-2. Swing and a chopper down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ready for another shot now, Adrian Esparza. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Adrian Esparza.
First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
The 1-0. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. King corrals it. The throw down to first, 1 away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
So striding in, Scott Franchise. Here comes the first pitch.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Hard ground ball to third. Reined in. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Hayes.
Now at the plate, Mike Hayes. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Runs coming fast and furious here. 4-3 our score as we play the 4th. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case. He's carving right through them here.
The 1-2.
Ball in.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Another full count pitch home. And it's fouled away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So striding forward now, Brad Jones. He reached on a single in his first try.
Brad Jones.
Now here it comes. And a ball 1-0. Here's the pitch. A ball and a strike. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up. And there's one down now.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Ready for another chance? Turner King. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. In there, strike one.
0-1's the count.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
At the plate, Chaz Hale. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Count is 1-2 now. Now the pitch. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Pulled hard, but it's fouled down the first base side. Bases are empty here with two men out. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. Now to the plate, Michael Lopez. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Michael Lopez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Chris Taylor comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate.
Taylor.
Now here's the pitch. Good hard slider at 88. It's 1-2 now. Hit back up the middle. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Stepping in now, Tiny Ryan. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. Hit weakly back to the mound. There's one. Return throw is in time, and what do you know? They do get the double play.
The batter, the center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Settling in now, Saul Worthing. He's set. Here it comes.
0-1's the count.
Now the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Taylor, originally from Mississippi. He's a 17-year big league vet, so I think you could say he's just about seen it all.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. So now to the plate, David King, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of his zone.
Standing in now, Buford slugger. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 46, Chris Taylor.
Bubba McCann will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Bubba McCann.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
McCann, a switch hitter that stands in at an even 6 feet tall. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Now the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
One out, nobody on. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Wow, I'm not sure what they were afraid of in this at bat. The count moved to 3-2, and they didn't even challenge him there. I can understand being careful with some hitters, but not that guy. He'll happily take the walk.
Riding in once again, Austin Leach. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
From the stretch. A ball and no strikes. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 2-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Down at 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Runners on first with 1 down. Now a throw over, and the runner back safely. He's running. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now back, first baseman, Kevin Nagy.
Stepping in, Kevin Nagy, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. 5 innings complete, all even now at 4 apiece. Riley White takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Riley White.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next it'll be the outfielder Andrew Arellano.
Andrew Arellano.
Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
In there, and it's even at 1. White, a 27-year-old, he's in his rookie year here at the big league level. The 1-1. Hard on the ground towards short. He's right there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 1.
So here now's the pitcher, Antoine Fong, hitting for himself here in a tie ball game in the 6th. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's a ball.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Brian Cannon.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brian Cannon. Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Marcus Rogers.
Marcus Rogers.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Swung on and chopped up the middle. And that's the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Brad Jones.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brad Jones. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch on its way.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
4-4 is our score as we play the 6th. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now time called here as the manager pops out of the first base dugout, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Rico Sierra enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Turner King will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Inside, ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. Skied into straightaway right. Franchise is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now that the shortstop, Chad Hale.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Chaz Hale. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. A runner on first with 2 away. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in. Now the 1-0. On the year, Hale is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Here it comes on 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Runner for second. Pitch inside the throw, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
That's a swipe of the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well, too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the baseline.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Digging in and looking for more, David King, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. That's inside. 2-0.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Three and 0 now.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch and he can hit one out of the park on it.
3 balls, no strikes.
3 and 1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
2 down, runners at first and second. And, oh, he thought he'd work the walk, but it's a called strike 2 now. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Michael Jordan is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Franklin Leach will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 22, Franklin.
All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Adrian Esparza. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box now, Scott Franchise, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Mike Hayes. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches. Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home, and it's fouled away. Set. Here's the 3-2, and he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Into the box now, Michael Lopez, man at first after the 2-out walk. As a look, now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Buford Slugger.
Buford Slugger.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to third. Right to him. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Into the box, Franklin Leach. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Now here it comes.
Hey, a curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Showtrack. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Now at the plate, Austin Leach. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's the ball. Count 1-0.
That's popped up. but this will land untouched. The 1-1. Wow, this one bounces off the pitcher. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And a dive, but he's back in there. At the plate now, Kevin Nagy, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And that's in there, 2-1.
2-1.
From the belt, the pitch. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And to score is the runner from first. It's a 5-4 game.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
Digging in once again, Marcus Rogers. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch is short, hit hard, and that's through into left, a base hit. Long throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. To second now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Travis Blondie takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. In now, Brad Jones, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0.
Nope, at the ball.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Worthing will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Mississippi is on top 6-4. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Gabriel Bell is on to take over on the mound now, and he'll take over the cleanup spot in the lineup following the double switch. Spencer Reeder is into the ballgame as well as a part of that aforementioned double switch, as he'll take over in the number 6 spot in the lineup. Leading off the inning, Tiny Ryan, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
The 0-1 pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a liner. So this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. One away. Ready now, Saul Worthing. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ouch, that comebacker appeared to get him in the arm. And this is caught in the air over at third, and that's going to wind up a 1-5 putout. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue, so that at least is a good sign. At the plate, Andrew Arellano, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2. Fouled off. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Ready once again, Turner King. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
The second baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
2-0 now. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Right side, but it's well fouled. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. The 2-2 one more time. Hit in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Spencer Reader.
Striding into the box, Spencer Reader, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Bases are empty, one man out.
Nope.
And he lays off for ball 1. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike 2, says the third base umpire. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Center fielder going back, and this one is gone. A home run. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's now 7-4. Seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Roll, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Into the box, David King. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
And it's 1-2. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
And that's the pitch they wanted him to punch out on. A slider down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on that swing.
Lifted in the air to center field. Worthing is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Buford Slugger.
Digging in, Buford Slugger. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
One run here on one base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. Rob Lee comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Milton Otto swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. He's got the average up to 307 here, 8 home runs and 25 driven in. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 9 on the year. And that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Standing in now, Brian Cannon. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. No outs, nobody on. And there's ball 1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Now the 1-1 pitch. High and deep to right center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Adrian Esparza. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't... gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinded out a nice knock.
Philip Baxter will come on now and pinch run here. So now to the plate, Scott Franchise, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Line hard toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
The catcher, number 2, Mike Hayes.
At the plate, Mike Hayes drilled on the ground to short. And there are 2 away now. Throw to third, but he's in there. As they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
A.J. Valido will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he struck him out, and the ball game is over as they get the possible tying run over to third, but can't get him across.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. Mississippi jumped ahead in the 7th.